Welcome everyone to a preview for The Old World, the first incredible Warhammer Fantasy overhaul project. As a reminder, this is a non-profit project that is a fan creation. In just a few moments, you're going to see a short story play out taking place in an Imperial town, and you'll see what happens when the undead come for the living. Scrolling in the background are the various team members who have come together to make this all possible. They were kind enough to give me early access to show to all of you. You can find a link to their Discord server and ModDB page where you can chat with them too. On their Discord page, they have an awesome FAQ, so please make sure that you read that before asking any questions that might already be answered. And if you want to see even more previews, you can also find a link to my first video covering the mod, where I look at the work of various artists, modelers, and more. For some notes, to give you some context for the battle, undead troops do not rout or flee. They also crumble at low morale and will take damage periodically. At high morale levels, undead units do regenerate health. But now, before I go on, let's begin. Captain's Log, Herman Schneider, Day 1. At the edge of the haunted hills, near the Black Run River, sits a small town called Leicheberg. Sheep, goats, and constant threats from the cursed land of Sylvania is their purview. My liege, Count Peter von Stolp, has given me command of the garrison here, a duty I do not take lightly. Either I stay among the living or walk among the dead. That is the cost of failure in these lands. Some of the local huntsmen haven't made it back, commissioned scouts who were just meant to have one job, to find out what's lurking in the woods. That tells me enough, and more take their wretched souls to peace, for we'll know none tonight. I've ordered every civilian off the streets, every window, door boarded up. They'll have to tend to themselves tonight, and Sigmar preserve them well. I've spent time inspecting the troops, ensuring that they're ready for what's coming ahead. We've got civilians wearing available state troop uniforms, and some survivors from the last battle. Now, let's ready the defenses. Men of the Empire, our enemies are coming now. I've assembled every greatsword that has been serving our Count Peter for quite some time, and we're going to get rid of some fodder. That way, by the time any enemies reach our village, our town, we'll be able to whittle down their already decreased numbers. Here we go. All of you, charge in. Thankfully, a bright wizard gave me a wand to use too. I'm moving into battle. Let's see what I can do. Hopefully a little bit of damage, but here they go now. I'm gonna have to watch out myself. The blood on my cloak nearly looks like a skull. That seems about proper. You can also see the many particle effects over here. We're outnumbered 2-1, but the quality of what we have right now is doing a very good job. Have a look at that battle unfold. These are great men of the Empire, and they are holding firm. Those who do survive will use in the future, and they'll be better for it. There are very few undead who are left. Majority have been destroyed already. That's only one battle too. But you can see that particle effect whenever they begin to dwindle and fall apart. The evil dark magic that binds them is finally fading. And I got one too. Good job. Okay, men? I want you to follow me. Let's go. Because we're not done fighting yet. We've got to go fight a few more undead patrols. Again, our mission is to degrade our enemies so that later we can destroy them. Oh, and before we go do that, I do want to show you how these greatswords look. They're pretty darn cool. You can check out their detail, you can check out how they hold their blades too. He's pretty happy about it. They're cheering and moving. That's what I'm talking about. When it comes to the Empire, you need a lot of flourish. You need designs, you need decorations, you need tapestries, whatever you can get. These are great greatswords. Superb even. Alright, now, for another battle. I've brought in my greatswords to help out a detachment of halberdiers led by one Lieutenant Steiner. And we're gonna help him out by clearing out his village. The undead are on their way, and we're gonna be moving too. But have a look at those halberds. And the best part too is that unlike in other titles, we'll be able to use formations properly to fight our enemies. Let's go. I've even heard they have Grave Guard, so we'll have to watch out. But what a beautiful map. You can have so many epic defenses around here. We're about to have one brief battle. There they are. Okay, we're gonna hold the bridge. That's what I'm talking about. Let them come to me. We'll take care of it. Get ready. Men of the Empire. It's about time to get back into battle. I wonder if I could become a warrior priest in here. How cool would that be? I'm going to be the creepy captain over here. Now I'm just going to wait right behind them. I could charge in myself, but we're not going to do that. Now, advance and go in. We can watch them all fight and cut them down. Look at these Graveguard. That armor is incredible to look at. I want to remind you, we've got one incredible team making all of these by hand. Ah, the undead are down there. Only a few were up here. They were wandering, potentially. A bunch of people who died down there in the water. Now, we've got one general over here, one vampire count or whatever it might be, right down over here. So let's go try to chase him down. I wish I could aim my fireball well enough to hit him from here. That would be amazing. But let's wait for these undead. They're coming now. The undead are waiting right over here. And I think that Graveguard armor might be some of my favorite armor I've seen. And I'm a big fan of the Empire's armor too. They're trying to move back, but fortunately they are trapped by the terrain of the map. That's even better for us. We get to track right through the water and cut them down. Look at that battle unfold right in the blooded water. Now that's incredible. Let's see if they can win. I don't need to be present in every single battle. At times, I'm going to want you to see a more cinematic experience like right now, which I think is what I'm going to do from now on, because it's meant to be an experience. I want you to witness and take in all the different visuals around here. The Graveguard didn't have a chance today. Hopefully that trend is going to continue, because eventually their numbers are going to be even greater. We've yet to find Krell, which is a good thing. We don't want to fight him just yet. I don't know if I'm ready for Krell. But look at them play and go around. And it looks like we've won. So we're better off for it. Now, why don't we go save a few swordsmen as well? We've got more people to pick up. Then we can go back and defend our people properly. And we've also got to bury the dead. Well, maybe destroy them. We'll have to go talk to the priest of more to find out. Now we've been able to find some crossbowmen and gunners too. Hopefully they'll be able to use their firepower and bolts to help us out. Evidently they can shoot from rather a far distance. That's what I want to see. That's what I was hoping for. So now we do have firearms and Mountain Blade Bannerlord. And here's our soldiers all together. In time you'll see even more armor upon them and even more tunics too. And of course we've got the undead to worry about. They're way over here. We'll be fighting them in the marshlands. Now we've got to handle even more Graveguard, but these Graveguard have great weapons. That's going to be much more challenging, much more difficult for us to stomach. But I do have faith in the Empire and our army. So let's see what we can do today. Wow. Gotta tell you, these effects overall are incredible. They're not charging in just yet. That's a good thing. The sound of those guns, that's powerful. Also, if you wanted to know where Krell is at, he's right over here. Look at that monstrosity about to wade into battle. That's not what I want right now. You're watching only a few simple battles, but let me tell you, once we get into a proper campaign, it's gonna be mind-blowing. If what you're seeing now isn't mind-blowing enough. I mean, to think, already, we've got undead units in here, Graveguard as well, and I'm so happy they're focusing on the vampire counts and naturally the Empire. Those are age-old foes. They're proper foes. And that's also pretty foreboding. Imagine you're playing on your own, and you're having to see that on a dark map. A bunch of glowing green eyes. I don't think I'm a fan, really. Let's see if my infantry can handle it. That was a good shot, by the way. A very good shot at that. And here we go again, another drawn-out fight. Even our range units will have to lend a sword or two. There's Krell. It's hard to finally get rid of these different enemy leaders. They're very powerful. He's already killed one of my soldiers. There goes another one, 2 dead now. Wow. I hope we've got a good opportunity to beat them because Krell is something else. I think our casualties are definitely going up right now. He's moving away, which is a good thing. For what's left over here, it looks like we have won. Krell's a bit more sentient. He knows what's going on. Why would he be destroyed here when he could come back later and fight us? But that was a bloody and savage battle. Thankfully, we did manage to win again. The Greatswords are by far our most elite unit that we have available to us, but you could still see that there's a lot of dead here. We'll have to properly bury them. It's only right. Now, they're going to try to chase down Krell. I doubt we'll get to him in time, but that's okay. We're going to be back, because we've got another battle to fight. We're not done yet. We are not done yet. We could have used many gunners and archers and crossbows, but it's going to be dirty street fighting, so right now I'm sending out every single infantryman that I've been able to assemble here. You can see that it's a rather immense town, bigger than anything I've ever seen in Mount & Blade Bannerlord. I really don't know how they've done it, but they've done it. And if you look around, you could really picture living as some type of Imperial citizen here. There's my house right over here. Pretty nice one. I've got a fancy door. Alright, now, let's get ready for them. We could just fight them in the courtyard, I'll consider it. Ah, there they are. Now get ready to see a rather creepy unit. They're about to move right through the gate. There it is. Now that's terrifying. I don't want to look at that chasing me whenever I'm going to bed down my hallway. Look, if you're watching this late at night, don't picture it. You'll be creeped out. But there goes another one. Wow, the cloth over there is rather beautiful too. Maybe I shouldn't be complimenting them. Alright, let's get ready now. And we've also got Manfred. Look at him. No Vladdy Daddy yet, but we do have Manny Daddy? I don't know. Do we have a good nickname for him? I have no idea. But he's charging in right now on his undead steed. Let's hold. Let's wait. Let's get ready now. We brought him down. Look, you're a tough dead guy. We're pretty tough too. All right. Let's move in. Everyone is charging in now. We're only fighting current wraiths because, again, don't forget, we did take out the mini fodder units, so now we just get to fight their more elite units. Hopefully they're gonna win, otherwise I'll have to come out over here and help them out a little bit. But it looks like right now we're taking a lot of damage and we are being overwhelmed. They're sweeping right through what we have. Pretty soon, it'll be time for a final stand. We do have units who can hopefully resist any of them, but our elites were unable to stem the tide. Things are rather grim here. We'll see what we can do. They're running now. I don't blame them. Get out of here. Okay, it's time to prepare our inner defenses. They've won so far. We've done pretty well, and we've gotten very far. We did suffer one defeat at the gates, but hopefully here we can hold. Every civilian who's been able to pick up a blade has been given a cap, a tunic, and a blade. We've also got our halberdiers who are left. These are trained men. They have deadly weapons, and hopefully they can keep our enemies at bay. Though they are unholy, we do have Sigmar on our side. Unfortunately, I couldn't bring my mount up the steps over here, which is rather understandable. And here we have our inner courtyard, where hopefully we'll be able to make our stand and survive. I've been told that Krell is back. Though Manfred has been put down for now, unfortunately, we've got to fight that undead Chaos Champion. Here they come now. They're about to move up the stairs. Alright, my men are now moving in. Let's see what they're able to do today. I'm hoping for a victory, but I'm not sure if it's going to happen. If they fall, I fall too. Look at them. They are tough. Come on now. Break them down. I know that you can do it, every single one of you. We've got the numbers and we've got the power, I think. Oh, one went flying. Hey! The flying undead. The last thing that we truly need here. Thankfully, it looks like we are winning now. We'll be able to bury the brave dead, the honorable dead, and finally, let the Count know his lands will be able to persist for a while longer. But there we are. We've won our battle today. The undead are gone. Also, I want to let you know that this is by far one of the coolest mods I've ever seen. And to the team, you've done one incredible job. All of you should be very proud of what you've been able to accomplish so far. And I can't wait to see more. I am looking forward to it. Now thank you for giving me this experience, and I hope that all of you watching have had a great time as well. Look forward to more, and don't forget, check out their server. Go talk to them. Let's get ready for a very cool campaign in time. Now, as always, until then.